Bradley, big game today. They beat Creighton 81-62. Dave, you didn't see this one coming yesterday. I had the gut feeling Bradley would win, but I have to admit I did not think it would be a 19-point win.
No, I did not either, and particularly after Bradley finds itself down 9-0 in the first 3 minutes. We were kind of looking at each other, shaking our heads, and boy, you know, if you're not ready for this game, then when are you going to be ready? End of the first half, a real big sequence for Bradley. I think they hit, Maniscalco hit a couple of threes to get him going, and they took their first lead over Creighton this season at halftime.
The two big things in this game today, number one was defense. First 6 minutes, Bradley's defense was awful, had to back on their heels. Creighton was stormed out to that lead. Bradley's defense tightened some, they got back into the game, and then in the second half, the defense was outstanding, just turned Creighton inside out. The second thing was Sam Maniscalco, 31 points, made 18 of 19 free throws, had 2 assists, 0 turnovers, a steal, and was just a man. He was a monster. He played a tough game. He had to go out a couple times with cramps, came right back in. Just a great game by the junior guard.
The other guy to mention today is Chris Roberts, a real force on both ends. Defensively, he was a monster. He made a lot of big plays for Bradley, and offensively, his big dunk early in the second half, after Creighton had retaken the lead, really got the crowd and Bradley fired up and back into it.
Can you explain what Bradley was doing defensively that helped make them so successful in that second half?
Well, they were switching up a lot. They played a lot of man, but then they would come back and play a 1-3-1, a 2-3 zone. It seemed to have Creighton back on its heels. They were having trouble getting into a rhythm offensively, and they're a rhythm team. They were, you know, trying to get their outside shot going, and that was inconsistent. They were trying to go inside, and they got some things done inside, but every time they turned around, Bradley was doing something differently, and they had to readjust. Sammy was on a mission today. He was almost shut out at Creighton. I think he only made 1 shot, and slowed by an injury there. But
he had three times that he went to the free throw line with 3 free throws, which is just unheard of. Dana Altman pointed out, he says, that's a season's worth, folks. Tomorrow now, or Saturday, the Braves take on Northern Iowa, a team they've split with. Northern Iowa is the champion. 2 close games. How do you see this one going, Dave?
Well, Bradley has played Northern Iowa very well this year. Lost by 2 at Cedar Falls, and then beat them in Peoria. They match up well against them. Their athleticism gives Northern Iowa trouble, and Northern Iowa already knows it's in the NCAA tournament, I would think. So they're kind of playing for seed right now, and Bradley's playing for its life. So I think I haven't decided yet, but I may be picking the Braves in this one.
I think Bradley's got a pretty good chance, particularly if they keep playing like this. That's the frustrating part about this season. This has been within this team's ability all season long, and when you see them play like this, you look and you can't help but wonder, what if? But if they play like this the rest of the weekend, they could win this tournament.
And the big question in everybody's mind, will they wear the black uniforms again tomorrow? They seem to have some magic in them today, but will they break them back out tomorrow? We'll see.
We'll see. Stay tuned. See you, folks.